Good morning, 6 minutes past 8 o'clock, talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil, Dean Saunders and Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed now. Huge weekend of Premier League football, all starts tomorrow lunchtime. It's a cracker, the Alan Brazil derby. Well, yeah, they play for both. Spurs take on United in London.
Tottenham Hotspur, the Europa League is theirs.
Very eager to win more trophies and we would like to compete and win.
But the picture changes and unfolds.
We believe more that we can win any game.
And Manchester United, they've won at Anfield.
We just look that little bit more solid and playing that bit better.
If they do continue on a run, they could finish top four.
Vicky van der Ven, what a run this is. 50 yards, 60 yards. What a goal!
Like we had Lionel Messi turned into Mickey van der Ven. He can keep, by the way, walking past me if he's angry after a game. He deliver like this.
That's going to be a really good game. It's a new manager trying to set new philosophies, etc. Still, there's been a lot of knee-jerk reactions.
It's a strange one that wasn't that blank. But what a goal from Van der Ven. Does he get enough credit? He's scored 6 this year so far, hasn't he?
I'm beginning to think he's wasted at the back.
Yeah, you were saying he could be a centre forward.
Could he not play up front? I mean, you've got to look at players like that. But, Al, Tottenham, they've got 10 injuries. Listen to this. Kulusevski, Maddison, Gray, Ben Davis, Solanke, Takai, Bergvall, Kudus, Dragusin and Basuma. All injured.
Don't you have to ask yourself, why are we getting so many?
Yeah, it'll be something you're doing in training.
Exactly.
If you start, it's like, when you see these players come back from injury, like Rodri, for example, they go in the gym, which they don't normally go in the gym. Players go in the gym now and again, like maybe after training, they do a few on their quads or whatever. But if you're in the gym every day for 3 months, you start doing things that you don't normally do with muscles you don't normally use. And then what happens? You put the muscles under stress. You come back out on a football pitch and something else goes. Your groin goes because you've been doing weights on your groins.
Couldn't agree more. It was a guy, Colin Viljohn, played for England, South African, but played for England, played for Ipswich, great midfield player, never give the ball away, fit as a fiddle, looked after himself. He had one bad injury, and after that, he could not get fit. Something else would go, something else would go, something else would go. And this guy was fit. I always remember that thing. Well, why is that then? It's amazing. When you're out long term, your other muscles go a bit weaker, and then you come back, and you just have. It's such a problem for players. It kills your career.
Well, old-fashioned thinking at Liverpool, going back years, which I've been told by Graham Souness and Ronnie Moran,
Shankly, and all that,
they would say to you, just go home and do nothing for a week. Say you had a hamstring or something. They would say, you need to do nothing for a week. Just let your body heal on its own. You don't have to go in the gym every day, pumping iron, building your thighs up, building your groins up. But it'll be something. Like years ago, they'd make us run up sand dunes.
Yeah. Can't be good for you.
No. And I'll tell you what I first started thinking. Bobby Gould got a fitness coach in to the Welsh squad. Bear in mind, we only meet up for a week. And he started doing dynamic stretches with us, which means holding onto a barrier, swinging your leg back and through.
I was big John Hartson with them.
Struggled to pull the fence down, John. And I looked, after 2 weeks later, 6 hamstrings from the players from the Wales squad. So you start doing things you shouldn't be doing. But they've got 10 injuries. When Spurs get everyone fit, I think they're a team to be reckoned with.
Right, what about Manchester United? They look to be on the up, don't they, to stretch their unbeaten run to 5. Cristiano sat down with Piers Morgan. I'm reading his book at the moment. Earlier this week, an interview named Everything Revealed, my most personal interview, and claimed that manager Amorim cannot work miracles. Have a listen.
He do it to his best. What are you going to do? Miracles? Miracles is impossible. We say in Portugal, miracles is only in Fatima. And I don't know if you know that expression. They start to smile because they know what I mean.
I know, yeah.
You know the Fatima?
Of course.
And you're not going to do miracles. Even the players, Manchester United have good players, but they don't have, some of them, the mind what is Manchester United is.
He talks about Fatima. It's a bit like Lourdes, it's a shrine where miracles work. You know. But that's the Portugal one, Fatima. So in response, Ruben Amorim was asked about Cristiano's comments, but the United manager was keen to keep moving forward.
He knows, and he has a huge impact in everything he said. What we need to focus is in the future. We know that we as a club made a lot of mistakes in the past, but we are trying to change that. So let's not focus what happened. Let's focus what we are doing now, and we are doing that. We are changing a lot of things in the structure, the way we do things, the way we want the players to behave. We are doing that, and we are improving. So let's focus on the way we are doing things. We are improving. Let's continue and forget a little bit the past.
They're on a roll. Cristiano, what's he going to do when he retires? What can he do? This is a guy whose career has been sensational. Does he coach? Does he manage? Does he buy a club?
I think he'll buy a club.
Do you?
I think he will.
David got involved with LA, didn't he?
Yeah.
You think Cristiano will do that?
Yeah, because you've got a bit of control over what happens at the club then when you're in charge of it. But when you're coaching players, you rely on players to make you look good. He relies on himself right now. But what a freak of nature. What he's trying to say there is, I don't think he's having to go Amorim. He's trying to say, and I know for a fact, he's told this to ex-players, he couldn't believe the attitude of the players he was playing with at Man United. He couldn't believe you're a Man United player. If you done that in front of Alex Ferguson, you'd never play again. If you act like that. So I think he's on about the culture at the club. And Amorim's trying to say as well that I need to get the culture right.
I was going to say he's a one-off, Cristiano, but then Messi was, Messi's just every bit as good, wasn't he? But they two, between them, just outstanding. And I hope he's happy when he finishes football. He's got plenty of money. Talk about money. Have you seen, just very briefly, have you seen the Sun this morning? Page 11. This is, forget attitude and stuff. This is totally different. Wait to hear this for a headline, Dino. Spurs ace Bissouma swindled for 800 grand out of a big private bank in London. Coutts it is, right? It was the Queen's Bank, or it used to be. Bank fraud arrest. I think they got some, but 800 grand. How
long did it take him to notice?
Oh, well, I've not read it all, but it took a while. We're talking about between September 22 and June 24.
No wonder he keeps passing it out of play.
How do you not miss that? How do you not miss that?
So he's not checked his bank account for a while, and there's 800 grand gone out.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
It shows you what the difference, Dina. And I thought you'd a few quid. Dear, 8:15.